The girl suddenly found that when she was attending her mother's funeral, her own name was actually written on the tombstone, and her father and the friends attending the funeral were all staring at her intently. It was not until the girl was frightened awake that she realized it had just been a dream. At this time, she was also on the way to the cemetery, but when she got off the car at the destination, something strange happened. None of the people attending the funeral were her relatives. Just then, a woman suddenly bumped into her. The father immediately comforted his daughter. Then he looked at the flower shop across the street and told the girl that he wanted to buy a bouquet of flowers for his wife. Just then, the driver beside delivered the tombstone. Suddenly, the incense ash fell on the driver's arm. He subconsciously dodged backward. As a result, the out-of-control crane boom swayed and turned towards the girl's direction. Suddenly, the rope broke and directly hit the girl. When the father arrived, the girl was already lying on the ground, but when she looked at her watch, the time was exactly 4:45. However, in the father's painful cries, the girl woke up again and found that she had had another nightmare. She looked at her mother's urn in horror, but when she reached the destination, the people around and the things that happened were exactly the same as before. The father went to the flower shop again, and the crane driver delivered the tombstone again. The girl stepped back in fear and accidentally stepped on someone, but when she saw the woman, she ran towards the flower shop in fear. However, when the flower shop owner saw the girl, he instead asked the man whether he wanted to buy one for his daughter. Hearing the flower shop owner's words, the man was very angry. He threw away the flowers in his hand and had a conflict with the owner. However, a strange piece of music attracted the girl's attention. Just as she was about to step forward to check, the father in the dispute accidentally hurt the girl, and at this time, the time on the wall was exactly 4:45. However, the girl who woke up again found that she might have fallen into a loop space. In order to break it, the girl made full preparations this time. The driver opened the car door for her again as before. This time, she looked at her strange acting father and loudly questioned the father in front of her, but the father thought that his daughter was talking nonsense because of excessive grief. However, in order to make her father believe her, she attended the funeral as before, but this time, the mysterious woman did not appear, and the father did not go to the flower shop either. When she saw the tombstone, she told her father that she would be hit, but just then, the tombstone actually fell to the designated place. The girl looked around in shock. However, just then, when the staff opened the cardboard box, her own name was actually written on the tombstone. The girl shouted loudly, looking at her father who was signing the delivery receipt. The girl rushed forward and pushed her father away. As a result, the receipt fell to the ground. Strangely, it was a commitment letter of voluntary abandonment of treatment. Due to copyright issues, we can only show you this far. Friends who are interested can watch the original movie.